Hello guys, today we're going to cover the grisly case of Leonard Lake and Charles Ng, otherwise known as the Boneyard Killers. This one gets real disturbing, real quick. Leonard Lake was born in San Francisco, California, United States of America, on October 29, 1945, the son of divorced parents. As a kid, he already developed a sick fantasy involving his sisters, even taking nude photos of them. He would later show signs of an obsession with pornography and would even kill mice by melting them in chemicals. Not exactly a model kid. In 1965, he enlisted in the army and even served his time in Vietnam. He was left on duty despite showing severe psychotic reactions throughout the years, but he was finally medically discharged in 1971 after being diagnosed with schizophrenia. He moved back to the States and relocated to San Jose, California. It was around that time that he became obsessed with the idea that a nuclear war was going to end the world, so he learned to live his life as an extreme survivalist, always keeping a gun collection close by. His sick porn fantasies also stayed with him, and that was the reason that his two marriages fell apart. Then he met a man named Charles Ng. Now let's talk about Charles Ng. He was born on Christmas Eve 1960 in Hong Kong. His father was a business executive and very strict with his children, as well as physically abusive. From an early age, Charles started enjoying martial arts, arson, and theft, getting in trouble for the latter numerous times. It wasn't long after that he moved to the US, but trouble seemed to follow him. In 1979, he was charged with a hit and run and had to pay the damages. In 1980, he enlisted in the US Army after lying about his nationality and was later dishonorably discharged after stealing 11,000 worth of guns from a Marine Corps base. He was sentenced to 14 years in prison but managed to escape and moved to California, where he met the man that would change his life forever, Leonard Lake. The pair was first arrested by the FBI in 1982 after countless firearms violations. Lake managed to post bail, but Ng was detained for 3 whole years before returning to Lake's ranch, and it was there that the horrific murders would take place. They would kidnap people, mostly women, take them to the basement of Lake's ranch and physically as well as sexually torture them. At one point, they even killed Lake's younger brother, Donald Lake, but the years of reign of terror finally came to an end in 1985, and the reason for that was really absurd. You see, Ng never could get rid of his kleptomaniacal tendencies and decided to steal a hardware from a nearby shop. When he got back to the ranch, he told Leonard about it, and he quickly rushed to the shop to pay for the item. But the police were already there and questioned Lake. When they asked him to show his driver's license, he gave them the driver's license of a man that went missing a few weeks ago in San Diego, aka one of his victims. Lake was arrested, and when in the interrogation room, he took cyanide that he had sewn in his shirt before, and died 4 days later in the hospital. His license plate led the police to his ranch, and when they got there, oh boy, they found a literal burial site with bones and all, as well as disturbing videos of Lake and Ng torturing their victims. When Ng hadn't heard from Lake, he fled to Canada, but was soon arrested there and extradited to the US and given the death penalty for the murders. He is still on death row to this day. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.